necessary to hold in the hand before
and whilst raising a bell
always puzzles a learner.
It gets into his face.
And perhaps round his neck, in which case he may be hanged.
The Nine Tailors by Dorothy L. Sayers, dramatised for radio by Michelene Wandor, with Gary Bond as Lord Peter Wimsey, Terry Molloy as Superintendent Blundell, and Jeffery Dench as Father Venables. The Nine Tailors.
Blinding snowstorm.
A very dark night.
Driving a little fast indeed.
Coming up to the Humpback Bridge.
Very narrow.
He is driving too fast.
Look out, Lord Peter!
Carelessness, carelessness.
Let's talk it, Bunter. Are you all right, my lord? I think so, yes. Where on earth do you think we are?
No idea, my lord.
Oh, thank God for that. Where there is a church, there is civilization. Well, there's nothing for it. We'll have to walk.
What about the suitcases, my lord?
Well, we can send somebody for them later. There's nothing like breaking down in fen country in the middle of winter. Now, where did that bell come from?
It's a signpost, my lord. Look. Fenchurch St Paul.
Well done, Bunter. Onwards.
The road marches ahead.
Into an eternity of winter.
I think there's a building ahead, my lord.
Where?
Just there. To our right.
Then you've become tea time, Mr. Venables.
Oh, thank goodness. I say,
Can I help you, sir?
I'm afraid our car has broken down.
Anything wrong, Mrs. Devon? These gentlemen have had an accident with their car.
Where has your car broken down?
It's about a mile or so up the road by a bridge.
The Frog's Bridge. I expect it was a dangerous place.
I'll need ropes to get it back on the road.
I'll give you a lift into the village.
Oh, I wouldn't want to put you to any trouble.
No trouble at all. I have to get back to my tea anyway. Venables, rector of the parish of Fenchurch St Paul.
Oh, delighted. My name is Wimsey. My card. And this is my man Bunter.
Not Lord Peter Wimsey.
The same.
I have your book. Notes on the collection of incunabula. A very scholarly little monograph, if I may say so.
Thank you very much.
Yes, indeed. I have an edition of the Gospel of Nicodemus that may interest you. Oh, dear me. 5 o'clock already. Mrs. Venables will be worrying about me. I should think Tom will be right as rain by tomorrow, Mrs. Tebber. I'll dig out a little bottle of port wine for him and send it across. We won't be able to get your car repaired tonight, I'm afraid. Mrs. Venables and I would be delighted to put you...
I wouldn't dream of trespassing on your hospitality.
It will be a great pleasure. We see so little company here. You will be doing my wife and myself a great favor.
In that case,
excellent.
I'm really most grateful.
Normally you could have stayed at the wheat sheaf, but Mr. Tebbett has caught this dreadful influenza. We're suffering quite an epidemic of it.
Whirling snow.
Grey, gigantic fog.
Great heavens, what on earth is that?
That is our church.
It's most impressive.
East Anglia is famous for the size and splendour of its parish churches.
St. Peter, Mancroft, St. Michael's, Coventry.
In the old days, Fenchurch St Paul must have been quite an important place.
I'll say.
How high is the tower?
128 feet, to be exact, at the top of the pinnacles. I always blow my horn at the rectory gate to give my dear wife Agnes warning that I'm back. She gets nervous when I'm out after lighting up time.
Very dangerous roads.
Such awkward bends.
Such danger.
Here we are then. I'll send the gardener over for your luggage. Mind your heads.
Come and sit by the fire and get yourselves warm.
Thank you.
A cosy sitting room.
Little tables crowded with ornaments.
A roaring fire.
A chased velvet overmantel.
Silver tea vessel.
Winking upon a polished tray.
Your manservant will be quite comfortable in the kitchen with Emily. I do hope, Theodore, you've not caught a cold.
No, my dear. I've been well wrapped up.
Do I spot muffins? Indeed you do, Lord Peter. I feel like Ulysses come to port after much storm and peril.
Help yourself to butter, Lord Peter. I'm afraid Lady Thorpe is worse, Theodore.
Oh, dear.
And I'm afraid, dear, that William Thoday has also come down with the influenza.
Oh, no.
It appears he felt unwell this morning, but insisted, most unwisely, on driving me to Walbeach to draw some money out of the bank. He has a fever and cannot get to the church tonight to ring.
Oh, dear me. We possess one of the finest rings in the country, Lord Peter.
Yes, I do believe I've heard of the Fenchurch bells. Do you have a good set of ringers?
Very good indeed. Excellent fellows. We had arranged to ring in the new year with no less than 15,840 Kent treble bob majors.
Bless my heart. Well, there's a good many hours' work there.
9 hours by my reckoning.
Why, but that's equal to the record in
1886. We hope to equal the record at the very least. You're not yourself, by any chance, a ringer?
Well, I used it one time to pull quite a pretty rope.
Treble bob?
Treble bob, certainly, but it's quite some time ago.
I wonder, Lord Peter, would you consider...
Theodore, is it fair to ask Lord Peter after a motor accident and at the end of a tiring day to stay up ringing bells from midnight to 9 o'clock?
Well, the only thing that worries me is whether I shall be able to get through the peal without making stupid mistakes.
We are having a practice this evening, but as my wife says, really, I'm afraid I am being very thoughtless. 9 hours is too long.
Not a bit of it. 9 hours or nothing, I insist.
This is Hezekiah, who pulls our tenor bell, Tailor Paul. A remarkably fine bell.
I am.
Ezra Wilderspin, our blacksmith, and Jack Godfrey. His bell is Batty Thomas.
That's me.
Mr. Donington, the landlord of the Red Cow, our church warden. Joe Hinkins, my gardener. Harry Gotobed, our sexton, and what better name could a sexton have? And Walter Pratt, our youngest recruit. Lord Peter, you will take William Thoday's bell. Her name is Sabaoth.
Bells, like ships and kittens, have a way of being female.
Whatever names they're given. A spellbound circle of 8 dining room chairs.
8 upraised right hands.
The beauteous mathematical permutation.
Cascading thirds.
Consecutive fifths.
Rope and wheel.
The rhythm of solemn intoxication.
An intricate ritual faultlessly performed.
8 absorbed faces.
8 tense bodies. 7, 5, 6.
5, 6, 7.
5, 7, 6.
As serious and important as an afternoon with the Australians at Lord's. Nine Tailors, the tallow strokes that mark the passing of a man.
The year is dead. Toll them out with 12 strokes more, 1 for every passing month.
They have neither speech nor language,
but their voices are heard among them.
Their sound is gone forth into all lands. Go, Gaudy, Sabaoth, John, Jericho, Jubilee, Dimity, Batty Thomas,
and Tailor Paul, riot and exult.
high up in the dark tower,
Wide mouths rising and falling.
brazen tongues clamouring.
Huge wheels turning to the dance of the leaping rope.
Out over the white flat wastes of Pan, over the spear straight, steel dark dikes, and the wind-bent groaning poplar trees.
Boasting from the snow-choked louvers of the belfry, whirled away southward and westward in gusty blasts of clamour. To the sleeping counties goes the music of the bell.
And I stride like a giant in the midst of them.
Up and down go the shadows of the ringers upon the walls.
Up and down go the scarlet ropes, flickering roofwards and forwards.
Up and down, hunting in their courses, go the bells of Fenchurch St Paul.
They have neither speech nor language,
But their voices are heard among them.
their sound is gone forth into all lands.
Magnificent, lads, magnificent. As firm and true as any ringing I've heard. Lord Peter, you did wonderfully. Not too fatigued, I hope.
Perfectly all right, just a little hungry.
Your door?
Yes, Agnes, my dear.
There's a message from Sir Henry to say Lady Thorpe is very ill. I'm anxious to receive the sacrament.
I'll come straight away. This wicked influenza. Agnes, my dear, see that the men get their breakfasts.
Certainly, Theodore. Don't forget your muffler. And your keys, Theodore. More coffee, Lord Peter?
Yes, please, Mrs. Venables.
Oh, poor Theodore. He must be exhausted.
How far has he gone?
Oh, only up the hill. That's such a lot of trouble the Thorpes have had one way and another.
Really?
All that dreadful business about old Sir Charles. The loss of the necklace of that poor girl. And then there was the man who died after killing the warder. Oh, the family was terribly upset at the time.
Good heavens, Mrs. Venables, do tell me about it.
Well, it was just... Oh,
Excuse me, my lord.
please, Bunter.
I have news about the car, my lord.
Oh, I must get Emily to prepare some fresh eggs and bacon for Theodore when he gets back.
The blacksmith has sent a couple of farm horses and a stout rope, and they hope to get the car out of the ditch and bring it back to the smithy in an hour or so.
Jolly good.
First, the 6 tailors for a woman, then 37 strokes to announce the age of the dead.
Sad news, isn't it?
What?
Lady Thorpe has passed on.
Oh, I am sorry to hear it.
Yes, considering all the trouble they've had.
Indeed. Tell me more, Bunter. Sit down.
Thank you, my lord.
Mrs. Venables said something about a necklace.
Yes. The present Lord Henry married in April 1914, the year of the war. One of the wedding guests, Mrs. Wilbraham, brought with her a fine emerald necklace worth thousands of pounds, which was stolen. And Mrs. Wilbraham saw a man running across the garden, but he got away. However, they did arrest the butler, Deacon.
Surely not. The butler has never done it. Was Deacon the man in the garden?
No, it was a well-known jewel thief from London.
Ah.
A man called Cranton, who'd been after the necklace for some time. Got hold of Deacon as the inside man. Got him to steal the necklace and drop it out of the window.
Well, how did Deacon know where the necklace was?
Deacon was married to the housemaid, Mary Russell, the same Mary who is now Will Thoday's wife. Mrs. Wilbraham's maid told Mary, who mentioned it to Deacon. It was a terrible scandal.
Did they catch the London jewel thief?
Yes. He and Deacon had a terrible row in court. Each accused the other of having the necklace.
And what was the upshot?
They never found the necklace. And they sent both Cranton and Deacon to prison.
What happened to them?
Deacon escaped after killing a warder in 1918. They found Deacon's body 2 years later in a quarry, still in his prison clothes. After that, William Thoday, who'd always been sweet on Mary, according to Emily, courted her and married her.
And everyone lived happily ever after.
Not exactly. Sir Henry felt obliged to pay for the necklace.
Oh, and now Lady Thorpe has died. Are there any children?
One daughter, Miss Hilary. 15 this month. Yes, it's been a sad holiday for her.
An unfinished mystery, eh? Well, it's not our concern, Bunter. We must collect the car and be on our way. She sounds as healthy as a bell, as the rector might say.
The snow still lies white on the banks,
but with a softness in the air.
Next time we must have a proper look at the church, Bunter.
Ancient wood and varnish,
Dry rot, hassocks and hymn books.
paraffin lamps and flowers.
Candles, candles, candles.
Slower, my lord. There's a man by the side of the road.
Excuse me, sir. Am I going right for Fenchurch St Paul?
Quite right. Cross the bridge and follow the road till you come to a signpost. You can't miss it.
Thank you very much, sir.
You've got a cold walk, I'm afraid.
Yes, sir. Not a nice part of the country. But I'll be there before dark. Oh, you wouldn't have a cigarette on you by any chance, would you, sir?
Why, yes. Here you are. You don't belong about these parts.
No, sir.
Looking for work?
Oh, yes, sir.
Labourer?
No, sir. Motor mechanic.
I see. Well, good luck to you.
Good afternoon, sir.
Possibly a motor mechanic. Stone quarrying's more about the sounds of it. You always tell an old lag by his eyes, Bunter. Oh, well, goodbye to Fenchurch St Paul.
Spring's late this year, Batty Thomas.
And Easter too, Tailor Paul.
The sun's coming back to the fens.
The floods have withdrawn from the pastures.
The wheat lifts its pale green spears sturdily from the black soil.
On the willows, the yellow catkins dance like little bell ropes.
Hello, Mrs. Venables. I brought some lilies.
How very kind of you, Hilary. Oh,
What a delicious scent. Shall I put them near the daffodils?
yes.
Righto. There we are. I think you should put a few more daffs over there, Mrs. Venables. Yeah? Yes.
Yes.
That's much better. Well, I think that'll do for now. Looks marvellous. All yellow and white.
It does, doesn't it? By the way, how's your father today, Hilary?
It's not really any better, Mrs. Venables, I'm afraid. Poor old Dad.
Oh, my dear, I am sorry. He's never recovered from your poor mother's death.
Jack,
How are you today? Very well. I can't raise the bells. Is that all right?
yes, of course. May I come up to the belfry and watch you, Mr. Godfrey?
Well, you...
Oh, be careful, Hilary, dear. I never think those great high ladders are really safe.
I shan't slip. I'm very good at gym. Unless you think I'd be in your way, Mr. Godfrey.
Not at all, Miss Hilary. I'll be right pleased for you to come.
I've never seen Tailor Paul as close as this before. She's a big bell, isn't she?
Pretty fair.
Thank you kindly, sir, she said.
We rang a Zeppelin race to give the alarm in the war. There. That'll do for Tailor Paul. Miss Hilary, I ain't taking you over to Batty Thomas. She and I have no quarrel with each other, but she have her fancies.
What do you mean, Mr. Godfrey?
Well, they say that when Cromwell sent his men to break up the images in the church, a soldier was sent up into the belfry, maybe to damage the bells. And some of the other soldiers, not knowing he was here, began to haul on the ropes. Just as this soldier was leaning over to look at the bells, Batty Thomas come swinging down and killed him dead.
Carelessness, carelessness.
And then, more recently, there were a lad who tried to raise Batty Thomas, got himself hanged in the rope.
Carelessness, carelessness.
So you see, Miss Hilary, Batty Thomas had killed 2 men, and I would never want to take no risks.
All right. I'll wait here, then.
Look at this, Mr. Godfrey.
What you got there?
Piece of paper. Listen. I thought to see the fairies in the fields, but I saw only the evil elephants with their black backs.
Huh?
The elves danced all around and about, while I heard voices calling clearly.
So, there come minstrels having gold trumpets, harps and drums.
Gold trumpets, harps and drums.
Drums and trumpets. Man or woman, Tailor?
A man, Batty Thomas. A man has passed on.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Harry?
I've been digging the grave for Sir Hedli, and when I come to open up the family grave, I found a corpse lying inside of it.
Well, of course there's a corpse. Lady Thorpe is buried there. You buried her yourself?
Yes, sir, but this isn't Lady Thorpe. That's a man.
A man? Do you know him?
Well, that's my belief, sir. His own mother wouldn't know him.
Oh, dear. We'd better send for Constable Priest and for Dr. Baines, of course.
Excuse me, sir, but didn't we ought to inform the coroner as well?
Yes, of course. I suppose we'll have to have an inquest. Oh, what a business. Oh, dear.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
Here we are, Constable. Here's the body.
Well, it's come to the right place, hasn't it? Yeah. You haven't moved it, have you?
No, not at all.
Quite right, sir.
Harry Gotobed here told me about it.
You've been trying to bury him, Harry?
No, sir. You see, what happened...
Now, we'll take this matter in the correct and proper order. Just a moment, while I get out my notebook. Now then, date. Call received, 5:15 p.m. Proceeded to the churchyard, arriving 5:30 p.m. Now, who found this here body?
Me, I did.
Name?
Eh? Oh, go you on, Jack. You know me well enough.
I've got to do it the proper way. Name?
Oh, all right. Harry Gotobed.
Occupation?
Sexton.
Right away, Harry. You can go ahead now.
Well, Jack, I was opening this here grave, which is Lady Thorpe's grave, what died last New Year's Day, to be ready for her husband's body. My shovel hit a boot.
Boot?
A man's boot. I used my hands to uncover the rest of them. Didn't want to damage nothing.
And Harry came and told me about it. Ah, Dr. Baines.
Good afternoon, Rector. I came straight away. Good Lord.
You can see the problem, Doctor.
Indeed. His face is terribly mutilated.
Now, when did you bury Lady Thorpe?
January the 4th.
And was this body in the grave when you filled it up?
Oh, give you be a fool, Jack Priest. Now, do you suppose we'd fill up a grave with this here corpse in it? That ain't a thing as man might drop in careless without noticing, like a pocket knife.
The body's probably been here about 3 months.
3 months, eh? Oh, well, that'll be about the time that stranger chap disappeared. You know, the one with the beard.
Well done, Harry.
Oh, excuse me, sir, but did I ought to ring Tailor Paul for that there?
Ring Tailor Paul? Well, really, Harry, I hardly know.
Oh, we got a ringer for every Christian soul dying in the parish. That's set down for us. Oh, for as for him being a Christian soul, who's to say?
That, I fear, is beyond me, Harry. We'd better give him the benefit of the doubt. Ring the bell by all means. Now, if you'll all excuse me, I must go home and write a letter.
Hunting is the first part of change, which it is necessary to understand.
My dear Lord Peter, my wife and I are most anxious to seek your aid and advice. And Superintendent Blundell of Lemholt most obligingly says that he will give you every facility for investigation should you care
to look into the matter personally. I need not say how heartily welcome you would be at the rectory. Well, Bunter?
Well, my lord?
Precisely, Bunter.
If we leave early on Saturday morning...
We shall arrive in time for the inquest at 2 p.m.
Indeed, my lord.
Come now, gentlemen and ladies. If you can't keep that baby quiet, Mrs. Leach, let's take it out. Now, how's the jury chosen the foreman? Good. Now, come along, sit down, everyone, hash a bit. Now then, who's the last witness? Lord Peter Wimsey. Occupation, well, we'd better say gentlemen. Lord Peter, take the stand, please. Mrs. Leach, please, don't teach the baby nursery rhymes in my court. Thank you. Lord Peter, what do you have to say?
On January the 1st last, a man stopped my car about half a mile beyond the bridge and asked the way to Fenchurch St Paul. He is wearing a dark suit similar to that worn by the deceased.
You can't identify.
No, he is much too mutilated.
Thank you. Any more witnesses to identity? Ezra Wilderspin. Ezra, what have you got to say?
Well, he ain't unlike a chap that come along last New Year's Day looking for a job along of me. Said he was a motor mechanic. I takes him, gives him a trial. He did his work pretty well for 3 days, and then all of a sudden off he go in the middle of the night. And we never seen no more on him.
What night was that?
The same day as they buried her ladyship. Saturday, January the 4th.
And this man's name?
Stephen Driver, he called himself. Said he'd been in the army. He asked a lot of funny questions about Batty Thomas and Tailor Paul. Said a friend told him to go and meet them. I told him, your friend's been having a game with you. I meant men's names, and the names are Bill.
Thank you, Ezra. Harry, when exactly... Mr. Gotobed, when exactly was Lady Thorpe buried? Well, her grave was dug on the 3rd of January, filled in on the 4th. Straight after the funeral. Where did you keep your tools, Harry? In the cookhouse, sir. Is the door kept locked? Oh, yes, sir, always locked. And you have the keys? Yes, sir. Where'd you keep them? Hanging up in my kitchen, sir. Has anyone else got keys? I reckon you have all the keys. Well, who has access to your keys? Oh, just my family, sir. I've been sectioning this here village 20 years, and none of us ain't never yet been suspected of hitting strangers over the head and burying them. This here chap Driver could have taken my keys. Oh, come, Harry, don't talk nonsense. You don't suppose this unfortunate man dug his own grave and buried himself? Silence! Nobody's accusing you of anything, Harry. Thank you. Constable Priest?
At your service, sir.
Can you describe the clothes on the body?
Certainly, sir. There we are. A suit of poor quality navy blue serge, purchased fairly recently from a well-known firm of cheap outfitters. Vest and pants, if the ladies will excuse me, bearing the name of a French manufacturer. Khaki shirt of the British Army type. Pair of working man's boots, nearly new. Cheap spotted tie. In his pockets, a white cotton handkerchief. Pack of woodbines, 25 shillings and 8 pence in cash. A pocket comb, a 10-cent piece. Thank you very much, sir.
That's all right. Thank you. Dr. Baines, what can you tell us about the body of the deceased?
Well, a man aged between 45 and 50. Well-nourished and healthy, but having external injuries upon the head, arms, wrists, and ankles. The face had been apparently violently battered in with some blunt instrument.
Did the deceased die in consequence of blows to the skull?
To the best of my judgment and belief, all the blows were inflicted after death. The hands also were removed after death. Apparently with a short, heavy knife such as a jackknife.
In your opinion, then, what was the cause of death?
I'm afraid I do not know.
Well, can you tell us more about the injuries to the arms and ankles, Doctor?
The ankles had been tightly bound with cord or rope which had cut through the socks. The arms also showed the pressure marks of a rope above the elbows. These injuries were undoubtedly inflicted before death.
Thank you, Doctor. I think in the circumstances that we shall adjourn the inquest until further investigations have been completed. Court is adjourned. I'm sure the baby will be pleased to hear that, eh, Mrs. Leach?
Glad you could come back to us, Lord Peter.
A most beautiful case, Padre. Quite charming. Wouldn't have missed it for the world.
Will, come over here. I want to introduce you to Lord Peter Wimsey. Oh, yes, Lord Peter. This is Will Thoday. Bell you rang on your last visit.
Sorry I was to miss that field.
Are you quite better now?
Oh, just a bit of a cough. That'll pass with the spring weather.
Well, take care of yourself. How's Mary?
Oh, fine, sir, thank you. She was for coming to this inquest, but I said as how it weren't no place for a woman.
Yes, the doctor's evidence was very disagreeable.
Well, I'll be off now, sir. Good day, Rector.
Good day, Will. He used to farm his own land. Now he works for Sir Henry. Although heaven knows what's going to happen to the place now, with only the poor child left there.
Good day, Director.
Superintendent Blundell, I'd like to introduce you to Lord Peter Wimsey.
Pleased to meet you, my lord. Delighted to meet you, Superintendent.
Well, do you think this chap driver was really a motor mechanic?
Not really, no.
Struck you that way, did he?
His eyes, his voice, his attitude, no, it's all wrong.
You ever heard of the Wilbraham emeralds, my lord?
Oh, yes.
Well, there may be a connection. Nobby Cranton's out again. Last heard of 6 months ago in London. Well, I wouldn't be at all surprised if we hear of those emeralds again before long.
Jolly good. I'm all for a treasure hunt.
Now, what if this driver was really Cranton? Come back to get the jewels? There must be somebody in this village that knows something.
I see, yes, that makes sense.
Well, I must say I'm glad the rector suggested you coming down here.
Well, rather. I'm a terrific success at pottering around asking sloppy questions.
Oh, jolly good, sir. Well, do pop in and see me. My office in Lemolt's always open to you.
Thank you, Superintendent. Thank you very much indeed.
I'd better get back to the rectory for tea, Lord Peter. Coming?
I'll follow you shortly. I want to think over one or two things. Why was this driver so interested in Batty, Thomas and Tailor Paul? I must look at the inscriptions on the bells.
Batty Thomas, note D. Oldest bell in the ring. Abbot Thomas set me here and bade me ring both loud and clear. 1380. John, note A. John Cole made me, John Presbyter paid me, John Evangelist aid me. Jericho, note G. From Jericho to John O'Groat, there is no bell can better my note. 1559.
Note C. Tailor Paul. A very noble bell of superb truth and tone. 9 tailors make a man. In Christ his death at end. In Adam yet began. 1614. Gaudi, note C. Gaudi, Gaudi, Domini in Laudi. Sabaoth, note B. Recast by John Tailor of Loughborough, 1887.
Dimity, note E. In Piam Memoriam Ricardi Thorpe, Armigeri, nunc dimitis Domine servum tuum in pace. Jubilee, note F natural. Recast in the year of the Queen's Jubilee by John Tailor and Company.
Why Batty, Thomas and Tailor Paul? I can't understand anything they say. Some code. There must be a secret code.
As much as
that dreadful bell be silent. We brought nothing into this world and can certainly carry nothing out. Except our secrets, of course.
Ashes to ashes.
Well, this is a place where friends and relations usually begin to cry. Oh dear, Will Freddy's going to faint.
Jesus Christ.
He's got hold of himself again. Our dear brother departed. We're all dear when we're dead. Where did the rope come from? Where was it tied up? You might kill a man in hot blood, but you do not first tie him. What an array of wreaths. And this exceptionally exotic floral tribute, pink and purple. With reverent sympathy, Lord Peter Wimsey. Bunter, you are a great man.
I say, Lord Peter.
Excuse me.
I'm Hilary Thorpe.
Ah.
Dad used to read all about your cases. I think he'd have been frightfully amused to think of being mixed up in one himself.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Miss Thorpe.
I'm glad Daddy didn't know about Mother's grave. It's all a terrible mystery, isn't it?
He must have been used to mysteries.
You mean the necklace? Father always believed Deacon was the worst of the two.
Well, that's most interesting.
Hilary, my dear.
Just a minute, Uncle. Uncle's a civil servant.
Then I expect he disapproves of me.
Yes, he does. He thinks your hobby unsuited to your position in life. He's quite decent, really, but he's not a bit like Dad. You and Dad would have got on splendidly. Do you want to look at where Mother and Dad are buried?
Well, yes, actually.
Come on, then. I've been wondering how the body got there. Uncle doesn't think I should wonder anything of the sort, but it really makes things easier. You begin to imagine how it all happened, and gradually it gets to feel more like something you've made up.
Oh, that's the way your mind works. You'll be a writer one day.
That's just what I want to be.
Oh.
Here we are. The grave is just by the old well.
It's still used?
Well, there used to be a pump there at one time. Do you think they could have hidden the body in there?
Oh, it's possible.
I say, I hope you don't mind me talking like this. Uncle Edward says I have an unfeminine lack of tact. He says it comes of going to school and playing hockey. He thinks it's all wrong for me going to Oxford.
Well, I don't.
Thank you. You know, the body could only have been put here a week or so after Mother died.
Why?
Because old Gotobed would have noticed if anybody had been digging his grave about. It must have happened while the wreaths were still on the grave. After a week, when they looked dead and beastly, I told Gotobed to chuck them away. Oh, dear.
No, perhaps we should stop talking.
No, I don't mind. Mrs. Gates, our housekeeper, might have noticed something. She's a perfect ghoul. She ought to live in a Victorian novel where people wear crepe and weep into the teacups.
Hilary, my dear, we really must go.
Oh, Uncle Edward, this is Lord Peter Wimsey. He says I have a creative imagination and ought to be a writer.
How do you do? I believe I know your brother, the Duke of Denver. Very good of you to take an interest in my niece's ambitions. All these young women mean to do great things, don't they? I tell her authorship is a good stick but a bad crutch. Come along now, Hilary.
I shall see you again, Lord Peter.
I hope so. Goodbye, Miss Thorpe.
What was Cranton like?
Oh, one of those smooth-spoken, gentlemanly crooks. Made quite a spot of money writing a book about crime and criminals.
A graduate in the University of the World.
That's very well put. Some more beer, Lord Peter.
Delighted, Superintendent Blundell. Where did Deacon and Cranton first meet?
Oh, somewhere in London, I believe. Every thief in London knew Mrs. Wilbraham will be at Sir Henry's wedding with her emerald necklace. And her maid, Elsie, got very pally with Mary Deacon, as she was then, the housemaid at the Red House. Elsie told Mary that Mrs. Wilbraham kept her jewellery underneath, well, what you might call one of the bedroom utensils.
Of course, Mary had to share the joke with her husband.
Exactly. Now, Cranton claimed the whole thing was Deacon's idea, and that he'd already given Deacon 50 quid on account of the loot.
And what was Deacon's story?
Well, Deacon denied he'd ever got the 50 quid and said that Cranton went off with the emeralds. The rest you know. Necklace was never found. Deacon was given 8 years because it was his first offence. Cranton, who was an old lag, served his time in Dartmoor.
Now Cranton is out. Where do you think he went?
Goodness knows. But if he's the corpse, I should say France at a guess. If anybody could wangle a forged passport, he could. Here, I've got a photo of him. It was taken 4 years ago.
He had no beard then?
No, but he's had months to grow one. Now, suppose Cranton found the emeralds. Somebody lammed him on the head and took them off him.
Well, Dr. Bailey says he wasn't lammed on the head. Anyway, why kill him when you'd already got him tied up?
To stop him squealing. Anyone who wanted those emeralds would have to put Cranton out of the way.
Yes, but how did this person know that Cranton knew where the necklace was?
Ah, that's a good point. And why should Cranton have left the stuff behind him all those years ago?
Didn't want to be caught with it on him. Parked it somewhere, meaning to come back and fetch it later. You know, the longer I look at this photograph, the more positive I feel that this man driver was Cranton.
This idea of Miss Thorpe's about the reeds. One of us should go and talk to the housekeeper, Mrs. Gates.
You'd better do, Gates. I'll meet you in the churchyard later. I've had an idea.
Guardian is taking a retrograde movement.
Or moving a place backwards, out of the ordinary hunting course.
Good morning, Mrs. Gates.
A highly refined lady.
With a grey glacé gown.
And a grey glacé eye.
I require a little information about the late Lady Thorpe's grave. I thought a lady with your powers of observation would be able to assist me.
In what way?
Well, it appears probable that the outrage may have been committed within a very short period after Lady Thorpe's funeral. I gather that you visited the grave frequently?
And why not? Even in these days, some respect may be paid to the dead, I trust.
Very proper indeed, ma'am. Now, did you notice at any time whether the reeds had been disturbed? Or the earth shifted about, or anything of that kind?
No, apart from the vulgar behaviour of Mrs. Coppins, who sent such an ostentatious wreath. Pink hothouse lilies in January. My wreath was placed upon the coffin with the family wreaths. Miss Thorpe insisted.
I see.
The next day I found Mrs. Coppins' wreath not at the side where it should have been, but on the grave, as if she was someone of importance. Why a small farmer's wife should give herself such airs, I do not know.
The cheek of it. As if I'd have touched that woman's mean little wreath with a hay fork. Why shouldn't we give Lady Thorpe as good a wreath as we could get? She was a real lady.
Superintendent Blundell, over here.
Oh, well, what on earth are you doing? Fishing with a ladder in a churchyard? You thinking of catching a whale?
Mr. Jack Godfrey tells me that a complete new set of bell ropes were put in last December, and the old ones were kept in a cope chest. Well, in it I found neatly coiled and stowed ropes for Tailor Paul, Batty Thomas, Dimity, Jubilee, John, Jericho, Sabaoth, but where was little Gaudy? Where and oh, where is she? No rope for Gaudy. The mystery of the missing bell rope.
So what now?
You'll see. Help me with the well cover.
All right.
Just a minute. We'll sacrifice half a brick to the water gods. It's not so very deep. If I put this ladder over the mouth of the well, I shall be able to get a straight pull.
The air is cold and dank.
Far below, a circle of light reflects the pale sky.
Hooks and line working downwards.
It's more water than I thought. A bite, Super! A bite! Hooray! And up she rises. Oh, sorry, I forgot. This is consecrated ground. Now, what have we here? A hat. Soft felt, rather the worse for wear. Mass production. London maker. Down again. Now, what's this? A rope? Little Gaudy's rope. Take her up tenderly. Lift her with care. Catch hold, Blundell. This must be one of the bits that was used to do the tying. Look, the knots are still in. There we are now. 5 sections. Arms and ankles tied separately, then the body tied up to something or other, and the slack cut off.
Well, my lord, this is most interesting.
Hey, what you got there? That a rope?
Potty Peak. What on earth are you doing here?
That's a rope, that is. They got 8 of them hanging up the tower there.
What are you talking about?
Rectors don't let me go up there no more. 'Cause they don't want nobody to know. But Potty Peak know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All hung up by the neck.
Oh, dear.
Tailor Paul's biggest. Then it ought to be 9 tailors by right. Potty can count. 8 and 1 is 9.
And 1 is 10. But I ain't telling you his name. Oh, no. He's waiting for the 9 Tailors.
Look, up it, Poddy. Don't let me catch you hanging round here.
Who's hanging? Listen. There's number 9 a-coming. And that's a rope to hang him. And 8's there already. Potty, no. Potty can say. But he ain't.
Get on with you. Go feed the pigs or something.
Yeah, that's right. That's Potty's work. They pigs did ought to be fed. Morning, sir. Morning, mister.
What on earth was all that about?
He's got hanging on the brain ever since he found his mother hanging in the cowhouse when he were a kid. He'll go telling everybody about this rope.
I don't think I can help you, Superintendent. The night after they lay poor Lady Thorpe to rest, Will was just as bad as he could be. I didn't think we should ever pull it through.
No. That's all over, Mary.
Well, I know what pneumonia is. Makes you delirious.
He kept trying to get out of bed and go to church. I told him all the ringing was finished with. Terrible job I had with him. Will's brother Jim was staying, but he had to get back to his ship that morning.
Had a postcard last week from him in Hong Kong.
Do you expect him back?
I don't know. If trade's decent, he won't be back for a long time.
He's doing very well, I think.
It don't do to count on nothing these days.
So, you didn't see anything else going on at the church that night, Mrs. Thoday?
He told you she don't know a thing about this here dead chap. Leave us alone.
I brought you some coffee, Lord.
Oh, thank you, Mrs. Venables. No, I can't make head or tail of these clothes. Why should Crampton have French vest and pants, so much worn and so carefully repaired?
I'm afraid I'm not a Sherlock Holmes, but I should think the man had a very good working wife.
Yes, but that doesn't explain why he should get his things in France, especially as his shirt and trousers were British.
Well, perhaps he got his English clothes as a disguise. Nobody would see his underneaths, so he didn't bother to change them.
Well, that would mean he'd come from France.
Perhaps he was a Frenchman. They often wear beards, don't they?
Yes, but the man I met wasn't a Frenchman.
You don't know this was the man you met for certain. Oh, I'm sure you'll wear your brain out with all these problems. Now, the butcher has some nice calves liver today. Theodore is very fond of liver and bacon, though I always say it's rather rich.
It sounds delicious, Mrs. Venables. All set, Bunter?
Yes, my lord. It's quite breezy, isn't it? There is a fresh breeze, my lord. I have ventured to bring the tweed cap.
Oh, thank you, Bunter.
Where are we going, my lord?
We're going to try a long shot, Bunter, to Walbeach.
Mile after mile.
Here a windmill, there a solitary farmhouse.
Wheat, potatoes, beet, mustard, and wheat again.
Potatoes, lucerne, wheat, mustard, and grassland.
Here's a flat as possible.
Finally, Walbeach, once a great port, stranded now far inland with the salting of the marshes.
Go to the post office, Bunter, and ask if there is any letter waiting here from Mr. Stephen Driver. Get along, get on. Shoo, you lot, shoo. I suppose God could have made a sillier animal than a sheep, but it is certain he never did. What they get along with you, will out of the way. Come, Bunter, any luck?
Quick, start the car, my lord.
Well, what's up?
We'd better move on, my lord, because while the manoeuvre has been attended with a measure of success, it is possible that I have robbed His Majesty's mails by obtaining a postal packet under false pretenses.
Well, what have you done?
Well, my lord, I inquired of a young person, as instructed, for a letter addressed to a Mr. Stephen Driver, post Reston.
Very good.
She opened a species of safe or locker, and after the expiration of a considerable period, turned round with a letter in her hand. And as
you are aware, my lord, I am favoured with excellent sight, and on seeing a blue stamp, I added quickly that the letter had been posted in France. Very good indeed. The young person appeared to be puzzled by this remark. She said that there was a letter from France which had been lying in the post office for 3 weeks, but that it was addressed to another person. Oh, hell. Yes, my lord. Monsieur Paul Tailor. Paul Tailor? Paul Tailor, I said why. That is the name of my chauffeur. You will excuse me, my lord, if the remark should appear to carry any disrespectful implication, seeing that you were at that moment in the car and might conceivably be supposed to be the person alluded to, but in the momentary agitation of my spirit...
Bunter, will you say at once, yes or no, did you get the letter?
Yes, my lord, I did. I said, my chauffeur must have made a conquest while we were travelling abroad, as he is a great man for the ladies. Yes. Yes, we were quite merry on the subject, my lord.
Were you indeed?
Yes, my lord.
You have done well, Bunter.
It may not be the right letter.
It's damn well got to be the right letter. Mon cher mari, my dear husband.
Look, can you do it all in English? My French is not...
Certainly. My dear husband, 3 months are past and I have no news of you. I am very anxious that you may have been taken by the military authorities. We have had trouble with the spring sowing. Also, the red cow is dead. Little Pierre helps me as much as he can, but he is only 9. Little Marie has had the whooping cough, and the baby also. I am very much troubled. Pierre and Marie send kisses to their papa. Your loving wife, Suzanne.
9 years old. Well, 9 years ago, Cranton was in jail.
A stepfather, perhaps?
Oh, Cranton never was in the war. This can't be Cranton.
No, but I still think it was Cranton I met on New Year's Day.
It'll cost a mint of money to find this Suzanne.
Actually, Superintendent, I could pop over in 2 ticks. At my own expense, of course.
Oh, I'm afraid it'd be a little irregular.
Well, my French is my one strong point. You could swear me in as a special constable or something, with a natty little armlet and a truncheon.
Well, I don't know, sir.
Nothing to prevent me from making a private tour of the battlefields and talking to some of the locals. Eh?
Well, I suppose not, sir.
Broken fences,
dilapidated outhouses,
fields in bad need of a weeding.
For 10 years, Lord Peter, I have said to myself, Aristide Rosier, the day will come when your premonitions concerning the so-called Jean Le Gros will be justified. I perceive that the day is at hand. Madame Suzanne Le Gros.
Monsieur le Commissaire Rosier.
Himself, madame. May I introduce you to this gentleman? The Lord Wimsey, who has voyaged from England to make certain inquiries about your husband. He is absent from home since how long?
5 months, monsieur.
Do you know where he is?
He said he was going to Belgium.
What took him to Belgium?
Monsieur, he thought his family may have lived in a small town there. He had lost his memory.
Perhaps you would describe to Lord Peter how you met your husband.
In the summer of 1918, in one of our bounds, I found a man lying sick and burning with fever, stripped to his underclothing, with a bandage on his head.
He was a soldier?
Yes. He knew nothing of his past, so his life, so to speak, began here on the farm.
You married. You needed a man to work on the farm.
Oh, monsieur, I liked him.
Yes, I'm sure you did.
Last winter, Jean took our savings and went to find his mother in Belgium.
Has he written to you?
No. Every day I thought tomorrow he will write, and I waited.
What gave you the idea that your husband was in England?
In England, monsieur?
In England, madame. You wrote to him under the name of Paul Tailor, did you not?
Monsieur,
Here. You will not deny your own handwriting, I suppose? Of the names of your 2 children? Of the death of the red cow? Come, madame. You know very well that your husband is not a Belgian, but an Englishman, that his name is actually Paul Tailor, that he never lost his memory.
Monsieur, I beseech you.
You do not deny. This is your letter.
I cannot deny it.
Do you have news of my husband?
Madame, we are greatly afraid that your husband is dead.
Oh, mon Dieu, I knew it.
I have some clothes here.
Oh, yes. Yes, this is his vest. I mended it myself.
In that case, you can do him no harm by speaking.
It is true that my husband was an Englishman. And it is true he did not lose his memory. He implored me to hide him because he did not want to fight anymore.
A deserter?
Yes, my lord. They would have sent him back to England and separated us. The English are very strict. They might have thought him a coward and shot him. So we arranged that he should pretend to have lost his memory.
Who invented the story?
He did, monsieur.
What was his real name?
I never knew. Jean said he had property in England which he could sell for a lot of money if he could keep his identity secret. So it was important that nobody should know. He wrote to a friend and received a reply.
Ah. Do you have that letter?
He burnt it. The friend sent him a passport made out in the name of Paul Tailor, British subject.
Did your husband have a beard when you first knew him?
No. He was clean-shaven like all the English. He grew a beard when he was his.
This photograph is of a man called Cranton. Is this your husband as you first knew him?
No, my lord. He's not in the least like him. You have deceived me. He is not dead and I have betrayed him.
Your husband, Jean Legros, is dead, madame. It is this man, Cranton, who is alive.
Oh. No! No! No!
Poor woman. Look, Peter, my wife and I would be honored if you would share our dinner tonight. She is an excellent cook, if you will condescend to a cuisine bourgeoise, garnished with a tolerable vin de Bourgogne. I gather that you have the reputation of a gourmet.
Monsieur, I would be delighted to join you. The body in Lady Thorpe's grave must be that of Jean Legros. I've been wondering whether this John Legros is mixed up with the Thoday brothers. Well, you think Will is in a conspiracy with Legros to get the emeralds. He gets flu and can't do the job himself, so he arranges with brother Jim to do it. Jim meets Legros, kills him, buries him, and vamooses with the emeralds to Hong Kong. Well, that would explain why the stones haven't been put for sale on the European market. It doesn't explain how Legros got into this. What about the money Will took out of the bank? £200, that was. Well, after Legros was killed, the money was returned to the bank. Was it? Yes. Thoday said he wanted to buy a bit of land for his farm, but after his illness, he gave up the idea, so he put the money back into the bank. I checked his bank account. It's all true. Excuse me, sir.
Let go! Let go!
And what are you doing, my lad? Let's take a private conversations again.
If you knew what Patty know...
Well, what do you know?
I seen him. Number 9. I seen him talking to Will in the church. But the Tailors was too much for him. In with the rope. He got him. And he'll get you too. Patty know.
Who was talking to Will in the church?
Why, him they found at their grave. Bearded man. There's 8 in the belfry, and 1 in the grave. Patty can count.
When did you see Will Thoday talking to the bearded man?
Monday night. There were cold pork and beans for dinner. Parson, he preached about thankfulness. Be thankful for Christmas. Well, you've got to go to church to be thankful, haven't you? So Patty go to church. And there's the door standing open. There's light in the vestry. Patty's frightened. So Patty hide behind old Batty Thomas. And then Will Thoday come in. And Patty hear him talking in the vestry.
The rope, Patty. What about the rope?
Come on, Patty.
And then Will fetch a rope from the chest. And Patty's afraid. He don't want to see no one hanged. He run away. He look in at the vestry window. And there's a bearded man lying on the floor. Will standing over him with a rope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this one's 9. Potty's seen him. Hanging there.
There's been no one hanged, Potty.
I seen him. Terrible. I'm going now. I gotta feed my pigs.
Cranton got here on December the 30th.
I thought we'd washed Cranton out of it. Put Will Thoday in his place.
And who was it I met on the road over the bridge?
Well, that must have been Legros.
I still think it was Cranton.
How does Jim Thoday come into it now?
I don't know. But I'll take my oath it was no sailor put those knots into Gowdy's rope.
Dear Lord Peter, I'm sending you a paper I found lying in the belfry just before Easter. I thought it must be some rubbish of Potty Peake's, but Jack Godfrey says it isn't Potty's writing.
I thought to see the fairies in the air, but I saw only the evil elephants with their black backs.
I'm writing a poem about the founding of Tailor Paul for the school magazine. That'll be one in the eye for Uncle Edward. Yours sincerely, Hilary Thorpe.
Colleague after my own heart. This paper is the dead spit of that use for Suzanne Legros' letter. Suppose Jean Legros sent this to Cranton, or Will Thoday. Come in.
Ah,
Superintendent, good to see you.
we've got Cranton.
Ah, excellent.
He's been run to earth in London. Seems he's been ill. I'm on my way up to interrogate him. Would you like to come?
Rather, yes. Shall I run you up there? Save the force a bit of money on train fares and be quicker and more comfortable.
Oh, thank you very much.
I've got something for you to read. In the car.
Evil elephants. What on earth is this about?
Look at the paper.
What about it?
It's the same paper as that upon which Suzanne Legros' letter was written.
Joe, I believe you're right. Might have come out of the same packet.
Hilary Thorpe found it in the belfry. I think Legros sent this to his friend in England. And I think it's a clue to where the emeralds were hidden. A cipher or something.
Cipher, eh? Can you read it?
No. Perhaps Cranton will read it for us. Though even that won't do us much good.
Why not?
Because the emeralds were taken by whoever killed the girl. This case is like looking glass country. Takes all the running we can do to stay in the same place.
Landscape flat as a chessboard.
Square it's like a chessboard.
Intersecting edges.
The fen goes flashing past.
So you call yourself Stephen Driver?
Well, if his lordship recognises me, that's done it. Yes, I was in Fenchurch St Paul on New Year's Day. If you ask me, Superintendent, I think it's damn slack of you coppers not to have dug me out earlier. What we pay rates and taxes for, I don't know.
That'll do. When did you start growing that face fungus?
September. Cut me to the quick to disfigure myself. And I made the sacrifice. And look at my hands. Having to do all that manual labour. How can a gentleman carry on his profession with hands like this, eh?
Was this little game anything to do with the Wilbraham emeralds?
Yeah, that's right. That swine deacon must have hidden them somewhere. I meant to find them and bring them to you and make you take back what you said about my having had them.
Oh, you were going to find the stuff and bring it along like a good little boy?
Yeah, that's right.
Or you didn't want anything for yourself?
Oh, dear, no.
Well, why didn't you come to us in September and ask us to help you?
But I didn't want to be bothered with a lot of clumsy coppers.
Very nice. Did you know where to look for the emeralds?
Well, something that Deacon said gave me an idea. Something to do with the bells, but he was a liar. It was so crooked you could have used his spine for a safety pin.
Very likely.
Yes.
Now, does Mary Thoday know where the stuff is?
Well, if she knew and was straight, she would have told the police. If she knew and was crooked, she would have told me or my pals. I decided to leave when I realised she recognised me. Then I got laid up with rheumatic fever. I never saw such a country, particularly in the middle of winter and with a thaw going on.
You didn't investigate the matter of Batty Thomas and Tailor Paul any further?
Oh, no, didn't. Besides, that confounded church is always locked.
You tried it?
I might just have laid my hand on the door.
You never went up into the bell chamber?
Oh, not me.
Then how do you account for this?
I never... Oh, boy. Oh, dear. Yeah, give me that glass. Here on. Oh, that's better. What did you say? Oh, that, I never saw that before.
You're lying. Jean Legros sent it to you, didn't he?
I've never heard of him.
How much money do you send him to get into England?
I've never heard of him. For God's sake, leave me alone. I'm ill.
Why not come clean?
I know nothing. I went to Fenchurch and I come away again. I never saw that paper and I never heard of this John What's-his-name.
I don't believe you.
Are you charging me?
Not yet.
Then you've got to take my answer. You can't try me for stealing those bloody emeralds all over again.
No, but we might charge you with the murder of Jean Legros.
It's a lie. I never killed him. I never killed anybody.
He's fainted. Now then, I thought to see fairies in the air.
The cipher.
Try taking every second,
Third.
fourth letter.
Oh, damn.
Give each letter a number.
And add the results up.
There's enough mathematical problems here to satisfy a senior angler.
Try the bell inscriptions.
The bell inscriptions.
No luck, I'm afraid.
Go and have a look at the bells.
Yes, the bell.
I'm going round in circles. I'm going to the church to think.
Here you are, Lord Peter. The keys to the bell tower. By the way, Agnes has reminded me that my keys were missing on New Year's night.
Indeed. When were they found?
A week later, in the vestry. Except, of course, for the key of the church porch, and that was in the lock where I left it after choir practice.
Do you keep the door unlocked during choir practice?
Well, yes. I suppose the murderer might have slipped in then.
Well, it still doesn't tell us who took the keys. If they were taken on New Year's Eve, it couldn't have been Cranton, because he didn't arrive until New Year's Day.
Will Thoday came to see me on December the 30th. He might have taken the keys then. But then he wasn't in church on the night of January the 4th to put them back.
Perhaps Will took the keys, and his mysterious brother James returned them.
Look up into our black mouths.
Let your eyes get used to the darkness.
Look at all the bells.
Carter. Surveillance.
Round you.
John. Jericho. Jubilee. Dorothy. Batty Thomas. Tailor Paul. Tailor Paul! Come now, this won't do. Getting as bad as Potty Peak talking to the bells.
Look on the floor.
What's this?
That bit of the dusty floor is not so dusty. This bit of the floor is being scrubbed, or at least brushed clean.
Now, why would somebody clean the floor of the belfry?
Why, indeed. Look, there's Cranton and Legros climbing up to the belfry. Those jewels, green, shiny. Watch out! Someone's fallen. Who is it? Did you see that? He
course, the well. But what about the rope? Oh, you were here, you damn bells. You must have seen it all. Why can't you tell me? What on earth is it? A beer bottle. Well, so much for wandering in a dark belfry. Someone working on the bells brought a beer bottle, spilt some beer and wiped it up. The bottle's not dusty. Can't have been here very long. Must have fingerprints. No fairies, no elephants, no enchanters. Just one dusty beer bottle.
There is a great advantage in writing out touches or even whole pages,
whereby one will gain a great insight into the working of the bell.
I've brought you some hot toddy and a foot muff, Lord Peter. These nights of early summer are so chilly.
That is very kind, thank you.
What are you working on?
Oh, this wretched cipher. The letters form a multiple of 8, and I've written it all out in 8 columns, hoping that might give me a clue.
I thought you were writing a peal.
It does look a little like a set of changes. I suppose you could use a set of changes as a code.
How do you mean?
Well, you could decide that one bell, say bell number 5, would carry the significant letters so that whenever number 5 came, you would put one letter of your message. Then you could fill up the other places with any sort of nonsense letters. Whoever received the message and had the key would simply divide the letters in columns, run a pencil along the course of number 5 and read the message.
Oh, very ingenious. I suppose you could write an entirely innocuous message, then, say, about elephants.
It would take a bell ringer to write it. We have no reason to suppose that Jean Legros was a ringer.
Even if the person to whom it was sent was not a ringer, he might have connected it with the bells and thought that the key was to be found in the belfry.
Oh, of course! When Cranton came to Fenchurch St Paul, he asked for Paul Tailor, because Deacon had told him that Tailor Paul or Batty Thomas knew where the emeralds were. We'll have to assume that the bell is either Batty Thomas or Tailor Paul. If the method is grandsire triples, it can't be Tailor Paul, for the tenor will be rung behind the whole way. We should find the message running down the last column. No, I can't make anything of it. We could try Kent treble Bob and take Tailor Paul first. Hesiteth. He sitteth. Perhaps he is the necklace.
Let me see. He sitteth between... It's part of a verse from a psalm. Look, he sitteth between the cherubims.
The isles may be glad thereof.
Another psalm.
That's marvellous, Father Venables. You ought to take up deciphering codes as a profession.
It was pure accident. Actually, it has given me an idea for a sermon about evil being overruled for good.
I'll have a bottle of Bass, if you please, Mrs. Tibbet.
What the Bass that is? And in very nice condition.
All right. Condition is 9/10 of the bottle. Do you sell many quart bottles?
A fair number. Well, Thoday had a few while Jim was at home. Doesn't or so, I suppose, those nice chap, Jim. Make you laugh for the hour with his tales of foreign parts. Brought back a parrot for Mary. You should have heard what it said to the rector the other day.
I hope you'll forgive me if I take your mind back to a rather painful episode, Mrs. Thursday.
Yes?
It's about, the body in the Thorpes' grave.
I told Mr. Blundell I don't know nothing about it.
Do you remember a man who called himself Stephen Driver?
Yes, my lord. They said at the inquest that the body might have been him.
But it wasn't.
Oh, was it?
No, he's still alive and kicking. Had you ever seen Driver before he came here?
I don't think so, my lord.
He didn't remind you of anybody?
No.
Well, that's odd, because he says he left Fenchurch because he thought you had recognised him.
That's a strange thing to say.
Suppose he hadn't been wearing a beard. Would he remind you of anyone?
Couldn't say.
How about this photograph? Do you recognise this man?
Oh, yes, my lord. That was Cranton that took the necklace and was sent to prison, same time as my first husband was. Oh, dear.
That's given me quite a turn. Is that driver?
That's driver. And you had no idea?
None at all, my lord. That was his fault my husband was put away for so long. I searched our place for those emeralds.
Didn't you believe the deacon didn't have them?
I didn't rightly know what to believe. But now, I'm quite sure that he was telling the truth. Cranton must have come back here to get the jewels. But then, who would the dead man be?
We may have been an accomplice of Cranton's who helped him to find the emeralds and was killed for his pains. Did Deacon make any special friends at Maidstone?
I don't know, my lord.
I wonder whether you had a message from him through a released prisoner or something like that.
No, my lord.
Do you recognize this writing?
That writing? Why, of course!
Damn your eyes, Bert, you made me jump. Is that the bird your brother-in-law gave you?
Yes, my lord, that's him. He's a wonderful talker, but I'm afraid he do swear.
I've no use for a parrot that doesn't. Now, where were we?
Oh, I was just about to say, of course, I've never seen this here right. Where did that paper come from?
Somebody picked it up in the church.
Excuse me, I just come him up, Lord Peter. Get on my nerves, he do. Shut up now, Joyce.
Well, I mustn't bother you any more, Mrs. Thoday. Forgive me for interrupting you.
Sorry I can't help you no more.
Who hast exalted thine only Son with great triumph into the heavens? Those words are from the collect for the day.
He rode upon the cherubim and did fly. He sitteth between the cherubims.
He sitteth between the cherubims.
He sitteth between the cherubims.
Soul and body to that.
But of course.
What a fool you've been.
Climbing up among the bells to look for cherubim.
And here they are, just above your head, gazing down at you, their blank golden eyes blind with excessive light.
The nave and the aisle are thick with cherubim, as autumn leaves in Vallombrosa.
The isles may be glad thereof, as the rivers in the south.
Between the cherubims in the south aisle.
But which pair of cherubims?
The emeralds will probably be gone. But even if I could find the empty hiding place, that will prove that the cryptogram is connected with the necklace. Then if the handwriting on the cryptogram can be traced to Maidstone jail and to Jean Legros, we'll know that Legros was a fellow contact of Deacon's. And with luck, we can link him up with Cranton. And if Cranton can escape from the murder charge, he will be a very lucky man. That was a very inspiring sermon of yours this morning, Padre. It inspired me to guess the riddle of the cryptogram.
How on earth did it do that?
He sitteth between the cherubim. The hiding place must be between two pairs of cherubim.
How remarkable. We must investigate at once.
Not at once, Theodore. There's apple crumble for dessert.
Well, no, my dear, I didn't mean this minute. How did the emeralds get up in the roof?
Well, Deacon must have suspected something and concealed the loot there.
So Deacon did double-cross Cranton. One cannot help feeling sympathy for him. But who constructed the cryptogram?
It must have been Deacon, because of the bell ringing.
Ah, yes. And then he gave it to this other man, Legros. But why?
Well, probably as an inducement to Legros, who must have been a fellow convict to help him escape from Maidstone.
And Legros waited all these years before making use of it.
Well, Legros had very good reasons for staying out of England. He must have passed the cryptogram on to Cranton because he couldn't decipher it himself, and because he wanted Cranton's help to get back from France.
I see. Then they found the emeralds, and Cranton killed Legros. Dear, oh dear. All this violence for the sake of a few stones.
You mean to say that while poor Hilary Thorpe and her father needed all that money so badly, the emeralds were hidden in the church within a few feet of them?
I'm afraid so.
Come in.
I came as soon as I could.
Oh, I've a lot to tell you, Lord Peter. Do sit down.
Thank you.
Now, I have a specimen of Deacon's writing, and it's the same as the cipher.
There we are, then.
Deacon invented his cryptogram before he actually hid the emeralds. Couldn't have taken it into prison. Must have given it to someone.
Mary?
Oh, I showed the paper to Mary Thoday, and I was sure she recognised the writing.
I don't think you should have shown that paper to her. She and Will have skipped.
Skipped?
They was train to London this morning.
Good God.
Oh, for the emeralds, no doubt.
Well, I didn't expect that.
No, I didn't either. I'd have kept a sharper eye on them. By the way, we know now who that Legros fellow really was.
You're a perfect newsreel today, Superintendent.
Your friend, Monsieur Rosier, had that woman's house searched. And what do you think they found? Legros' identification disc. Real name? Arthur Cobley. Came from a little place near Dartford, half a mile from the wood where Deacon's body was found.
Oh, dear. Yet another person to make sense of.
Oh, this Cobley was a labourer, in trouble with the police for petty thieving, joined up in the first year of the war, last seen in 1918. Now, Cobley left home to rejoin his unit and was never seen again. Officially, he was missing, believed killed. Until, that is, we found him in the churchyard.
Makes no sense, Superintendent. I mean, if this man joined up in the first year of the war, how could he have been in league with Deacon, who went to Maidstone in 1914? There was no time. Did he have a relative in jail or something?
Deacon broke away from a working party, didn't he? Still wearing his prison dress. That must mean the escape wasn't planned beforehand. Well, they'd have found him quick enough if he hadn't fallen into that ditch. I can see it now, plain as a pikestaff. Cobley is on the way to take the train to Dartford and join up with the troops going back to France.
What are you doing? Stop, you! Now, what have we here? That's a funny suit of clothes for a man to be wearing in this part of the world. Let me go! Why should I let you go? So someone else can find you?
Let me go, and I'll make you a rich man.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Well, what is it?
The Wilbraham emeralds. That's what it is. You stick with me, and I'll put hundreds of thousands of pounds in your hands.
Well, it's attractive.
Yeah, it is. I know where they're hidden.
Do you?
I do. What's more, I've got a note on me that says where it is.
Oh, you have you? Then you can damn well take that. Now then. Elephants. Elves. I can't make head nor tail of this. Here, you. Oh, God. Oh, that's told it.
How's that so far?
Oh, it's fine, full-blooded stuff. But why should Deacon be carrying a note of the hiding place on him? And how did it come to be written on foreign paper?
Well, then, perhaps he gave him the cipher to his wife. Spills his wife's address like a fool, and then it all happens the way I said. Cobley goes back to France, deserts, gets taken care of by Suzanne. He keeps quiet about who he is because he doesn't know whether Deacon's body's been found or not. Then he writes to Mrs. Deacon, gets a cipher out of her, tells her he's got the key to it.
And who helped Cobley come over to England?
Well, the Thodays somehow bring Cranton into it. Cobley comes over under the name of Paul Tailor, comes to Fenchurch, gets the emeralds. Then Thoday kills him and he takes the emeralds. Meanwhile, along comes Cranton to see what's been happening and finds they've been ahead of him. He clears off. The Thodays look innocent till they think we're a bit close behind them, then they clear off.
Who killed Legros Cobley, then?
Oh, any one of them, I should say.
And who buried him?
Well, not Will.
And how was it done? Who would tie Cobley up? Why not kill him straight away? Why did Thoday take £200 out of the bank and put it back again? Who did Potty Peak see in the church on the night of the 30th? And why was the cipher found in the belfry?
I can't answer everything at once, can I?
Well, Superintendent, let's go and have a hunt among the cherubim.
The what?
More cobwebs than anything else, Lord Peter.
Beautiful old work this is. I'll just ease one of these wooden pegs out.
That's the way.
Look, someone's sawn a few inches off this peg. See? Some old schoolboy cash original, actually. Just the same as I did when I was a kid. You put your marbles in the hole or whatever else you want to hide, put the peg back, and nobody will know about it. Well, this is where Deacon will have hidden his emeralds.
Amazing. Well, I'll be damned.
Oh, sorry, Rector.
Uh-huh. Something in here. Easy does it. Now then.
The wrapping of the brown paper.
A cascade of green and gold.
A cascade. A flash of green and gold.
Bless my heart!
The emeralds.
The emeralds! The emeralds, by God! And the £50 that Cranton sent to Deacon!
We're wrong, Blundell. We've been wrong from start to finish. Nobody found the emeralds, nobody killed anybody for them. Nobody deciphered the cryptogram. We're wrong, out of the hunt, and wrong.
The work of each bell is divided in 3 parts. A quick work,
Dodging,
and slow work.
Superintendent, I have slept on it and I have solved the entire problem with one trivial exception.
Come along then, Lord Peter, spell it.
Well, the bit I haven't solved is the murder. But that's a trifle. I know who the dead man was, why he was tied up, where he died, who sent the cryptogram to whom, why Will Thoday drew £200 out of the bank and put it back again, where and why the Thodays have gone, why Jim Thoday missed his train, why Cranton came here, what he did and why he's lying about it, and how the beer bottle got into the belfry.
Oh, is that all?
Oh, yes. Why Jean Legros was silent about his past, what Arthur Copley did in the wood at Dartford, what the parrot was talking about, what Tailor Paul had to do with it, and why the face of a corpse was beaten in.
Quite a walk-in library, aren't you? Couldn't you go just a step further and tell us who to put the handcuffs on?
Oh, I must leave one little tidbit for a friend.
All right, I won't complain.
Oh, there's just one thing. Will you get Monsieur Rosier to show Suzanne Legros a photograph of Arthur Copley?
Oh.
If she refuses to identify it, give her this envelope.
All right.
And I'd rather like to be there when you question the Thodays.
Well, no objection to that.
When do you expect Jim Thoday?
Oh, you think he's our man?
I don't know. I rather hope it's Cranton.
I rather hope it isn't. Don't like to see a perfectly good jewel thief stepping out of his regular line.
Monsieur Blundell, Suzanne Legros, no knowledge of Copley. Identifies photograph in sealed envelope as husband.
Lord Peter, Suzanne Legros rejects Copley. Identifies sealed photograph. Who is it?
Surely you know by this time.
Vicar St Andrews, Bloomsbury says, asked to form marriage by licence. William Thoday, Mary Deacon, both of that parish. What sealed photograph, Deacon?
Yes, of course, you juggins. Deacon was Legros. Charge Cranton at once.
Agreed, Juggins. But why charge Cranton? Thoday's found, detained for inquiry.
Charge Cranton first. Joining you in town.
I'm afraid, Mr. Cranton, I must charge you with the murder of Jeffery Deacon.
Yeah, I thought you would. I didn't do it. And I want to make a statement. Where shall I begin?
Begin at the beginning, go until you get to the end, and then stop.
Yeah, well, when Deacon made his getaway in 1918, on his third night, he hears someone coming along. He found he'd bagged a Tommy in uniform with all his kit. So he put his prison clothes on the Tommy and tipped the body down a hole, went up to London, fell in with a man with a bottle of scotch. The next thing he knew, he was in a train with Tommies all round him, down to the front. He got shot and a girl found him.
We know all about that.
Well, in 1924, Deacon came across an article in an old English newspaper which mentioned finding his own body, as everybody thought. And that reminded him of the emeralds. So he wrote me a letter, which I got when I come out of Dartmoor. I agreed to help him get over here. He couldn't come as Deacon, and he didn't want to come as Legros, so he suggested his papers be made out to Paul Tailor. He came across on the 29th of December and was to meet me in London with the studs the next day, or the day after. Well, I heard nothing, so I thought I'd better go and see what was happening.
That was when we ran across one another. Did you look for the emeralds?
I knew it must have something to do with the bells, so I made a couple of picklocks on the forge and went down to the church. The door was open. I went up through the belfry door. I'll give him Tailor, Paul and Batty Thomas. I was in a place with ropes in it. Then a ladder, more ropes, another ladder, and a trapdoor. The trapdoor was open. Oh, God. Pitch black. Can't see a thing. Have you ever been up in that place? Seen them bells? I didn't know the first thing about bells, so I looked around on the floor with a torch and... Oh, my God. Deacon, dead as a doornail, tied up to a big post. Looked as though he'd been struck dead and mad all at one go. Then I heard someone coming, and I hid. I heard a man pulling and hauling, as if he was dragging old Deacon after him. I tried the door on the roof. I didn't want to go back down into the church.
Pitch black.
How high is the tower? 130 feet?
1,030.
Need to be a steeplejack up here.
I hung onto that parapet with both hands.
Best go back inside.
It's very, very dark.
Hold on to your torch.
Sam. I tell you, those bells were alive. I got out somehow. I ran like hell. I fell into a ditch full of water, like an ice bowl. By the time I got to London, I was in a fever. Rheumatic fever.
And the cipher?
Well, it must have fallen out of my pocket when I pulled the torch out. I never killed Deacon.
Well, let's hope this will keep you out of Valkyries.
Well, I'm done with religion. If I ever go inside a church again, you can put me in Broadmoor.
We've done nothing we need be ashamed of.
Harry and me hope we could just slip away to make Mary an honest woman. That's all.
Well, it's rough luck on you, but the law's the law. Deacon was a bad lot. The fact remains somebody put him away, and it's my job to find out who did it.
Mr. Thoday, the superintendent doesn't want to stand in the way of your marriage. The ugly fact remains that you were the man with the best cause to kill Deacon. If a charge were laid against you, they might want Mary to give evidence.
And if they did?
The law does not allow a wife to give evidence against her husband.
I see. They can even come between us at the altar rails. Never a man doesn't have killing, he's the one, and I hope he's burning in hell for it.
Mrs. Thoday, when did you first realize that Deacon had been alive until the beginning of this year, and that you were therefore not legally married to Will Thoday?
When you showed me that piece of his writing, I realised then that the man in Lady Thorpe's grave, he must have been Deacon.
You were sure till then that Deacon had died in 1918?
Well, of course. I'd never have married Will otherwise.
If you tell us everything you know, and we're satisfied that Mary knows nothing, then you can go ahead and get married straight away. Isn't that right, Superintendent?
That's right. Well, perhaps it was Mrs. Thoday all along. Perhaps she was the one.
Stop that! That weren't Mary, my lord. She never knew. I did know.
When did you know?
When the body was found.
Why didn't you say so then?
What? If everybody knew me and Mary weren't married, I hope Mary needn't never know. I decided to say nothing about it and take the sin, if it were a sin on my shoulders. When you showed Mary the paper, she asked me if the dead man were Deacon, and I told her it were.
How did you know who the dead man was? He was terribly disfigured, you know.
I heard something about it from Rector's Emily. She happened to hear something his lordship said to Mr. Bunter.
You thought he'd come after the emeralds, didn't you?
Oh, was that what he was after? Oh, we always thought Clanton had gone.
You didn't know they'd been hidden in the church?
In the church?
We found them there on Monday, tucked away in the roof.
Oh, thank God for that. Now they won't be able to say I had a hand in it.
Dirty villain. He did double-cross Clanton after all.
I'm afraid there's not much to be said in favour of the late Mr. Deacon, Mrs. Thoday. You're not the only one to suffer. He married another woman over in France, and she's left with 3 small children.
Oh, poor son.
Now, Will Thoday, you can either be charged with murder and tell the truth to the judge and jury, or you can come clean now.
I've nothing more to say.
Well, that's a pity. I believe you met Deacon in the church of the night of December the 30th.
Potty Peak saw you.
That's a lie.
Between December the 30th and January the 4th, somebody killed Deacon. And on the night of the 4th, somebody buried the body. Somebody who took care to mutilate his hands and face beyond recognition. You couldn't have buried him because you were ill, but killing is a different matter. He didn't starve to death, and if you didn't kill him, who took him his food in the interval? And who, after having fed him and killed him, rolled him down the belfry ladder on the night of the 4th, with a witness sitting in the roof of the tower?
We could get Will on being an accessory after the fact. I mean, he's shielding whoever killed Deacon, if he didn't do it himself.
If ever a fellow deserved a sticky death, it's this Deacon brute. If the law had found him, the law would have hanged him with loud applause from all good citizens. Why should we hang a perfectly decent chap for anticipating the law and doing our dirty work for us?
It is the law, my lord. It's not my place to argue with it.
Curse Deacon. He's a perfect nuisance, dead or alive, and whoever killed him was a public benefactor. Wish I'd killed him myself. Perhaps I did. Perhaps the rector did.
I've got a hunch that James Thoday may have quite a lot to say. Well, there's not much more we can do at the moment. Are you going back to Fenchurch, Lord Peter?
Not at present. My brother Denver and I are going to Walbeach to open the new cut. Well, I expect we shall see you there.
Lord Peter? I say, Lord Peter?
Hilary, hello. How very nice to see you.
You know the emeralds were given back to Mrs. Wilbraham?
Yes.
Well, the old lady has just died.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, she was quite ill. She left her estate to Daddy and then to me. And she said that the emeralds should be given to Lord Peter Wimsey, who seems to be a sensible man and have acted without interested motives. She made you my trustee. I wanted to tell you myself.
That's marvellous, but I can't accept the necklace. You should have it, Hilary.
I couldn't possibly. There's so many painful associations for me.
What about Uncle Edward?
Oh, he'll be worse than ever. He'll want me to marry some horrible rich man, and if I want to marry a poor one, he'll say he's after the money. I don't want to marry anybody.
Well, then don't. Be a wealthy spinster.
I want him to become like Aunt Wilbraham, not me.
Be a nice wealthy spinster.
Are there any?
Well, as me. I mean, I'm a nice wealthy bachelor. Well, fairly nice anyway. And it's fun to be rich.
Beastly things, those emeralds. They killed Grandfather. Practically killed Dad. They killed Deacon, and they'll kill somebody else before long.
I'll keep them until you're 21, and then we'll form ourselves into a Wilbraham Estates Disposals Committee and do something exciting with the lot.
What a super idea.
Oh, dear.
What's the matter now?
Look at the time. My brother the Duke is about to make a speech which will be a model of the obvious. Come on.
Salt water, moving upward with the incoming tide, nodding and shaving along its new-made bed.
The crooked channel of the old river, empty of its waters, a smooth expanse of shining mud.
Good speaker, your brother. Ah, Superintendent. Glad you enjoyed it. What extra depth have they given the river?
Oh, only a few feet. But she'll do the rest herself. The whole secret of these fen rivers is to bring back all the water you can into its natural course. And this new cut will carry the extra flood water, and that will relieve the other rivers.
I suppose there's been a good deal of shifting over the past 100 years.
Oh, yes. Chiefly due to tidal action. Now, these mud banks are always shifting about. I hope the dam will stand up to the extra strain. It's a surprise with these quiet-looking rivers. We're going to have to put in new sluice gates further up. Stop the water in one place and it breaks out in another.
Dig up one thing, and you have to dig up another.
Once you let the tide in, it's got to go somewhere.
By the way, we found James Thoday.
Oh. Then I think it's time for a spot of dirty work. How about putting William and James Thoday alone in a room with a microphone? May not be pretty, but you'll probably find that it works.
My very thought, Lord Peter. It'll be the first time the brothers have met since January the 4th.
Well, William?
Well, James.
How much do they know?
Pretty well everything.
Then you better let me take the blame. I ain't married. Oh, in God's name, man. Couldn't you have got rid of the fellow without killing him?
That's just what I was going to say to you.
You mean it weren't you?
Of course not. I ain't a fool. My God, when he come up out of that there grave like Judgment Day, I wish you killed me along of him.
I never touched him till after he was dead.
Huh?
I thought you would have thought to have done it. So I broke his ugly face so that nobody should ever guess who he was. It's bad luck the grave opens so soon.
Yeah, but do you see here, James? If we never killed him, who did?
Hey, go on,
what's going on? Right, we were listening to you.
What damn cheek.
We heard everything. You've both been suspecting each other and shielding each other. We got that clear. Now let's have the true story. Well, you first.
I don't know as I got much more to tell you.
Start with the night of December the 30th.
Well, that was pretty late. I was a-coming home, just after seeing one of the cows up at Sir Henry's place, and I was walking past the church.
A dark, dark night.
Snow lightening the dark.
There's a light on the church porch. Somebody moving about.
Who's there? What? No, you don't. Ah, I got your gun, and I know how to use it. Now, what are you after?
Somewhere to sleep, that's all.
Put your hands up. Let's see what you got on you.
Think again, Will Thoday.
How do you know my name? Turn around. My God. That's Jeff Deacon.
Yes. And you're the man that married my wife.
I've half a mind to give you up to the police.
You can't, though, can you? The whole village will know you're living in sin.
I'll give you money to get out of the country. You leave us alone.
How much?
£200.
I locked it in the cupboard where they keep the surpluses. Then I told the rector some story or other and nicked the keys when he was looking the other way. Went back to the church, made Deacon walk up the belfry stairs in front of me, like taking a pig to market.
And you tied him up to a beam in the bell chamber?
Yes, sir, I did. Good and proper. Though we're a bit of a job with the ropes so thick. I'll bring her something to eat in the morning and see her out in the country before the day's out.
You bastard, you! Shut up. You're lucky I ain't killed you.
Next morning, I took some bread and cheese and beer up to Deacon. He was cold, so I left him my old coat and I tied him up with the elbows and ankles so that he could eat, but not untie himself. Then I got the car and went to Walbeach to get the money. Then I got ill.
Don't let her know, Jim. Get him away.
Get who away?
In the belfry. Cold. Starving. Jim. My coat. Give me my coat. I must have keys. Money.
Yeah, all right, Will. I'll see to it. Just lie down now. Don't you worry. So I had a look in his coat, and sure enough, there were the rector's keys and a whole wad of money.
And what day was this?
I reckon that were about January the 2nd. I went up to the belfry.
Deacon must have been pretty fed up.
Fed up? He were dead. And cold.
Starved to death?
Not he. There was a big bit of cheese beside him, half a loaf of bread and 2 bottles of beer, one empty and one full. Oh, whatever it was, he'd seen it coming. He struggled like a tiger against the ropes, and they cut through his jacket and his socks and his face. My God, sir, I never seen nothing like it. His eyes staring open like he'd looked down into hell.
Ah, now we're coming to it.
I knew, Deacon. He had a big scar on one hand where he'd fallen down carrying a tray and a glass jug. As soon as I saw his hand, well, God forgive me, Will, I thought you'd done him in, and as God's my witness, I couldn't blame you. I only wished it had happened in a fair fight. Then I remembered that Lady Thorpe's funeral was fixed for the Saturday.
We know what you did on the Saturday.
How do you know?
There was a witness on the top of that bell chamber. Lucky for you, my lad, Cranton was a highly respectable and gentlemanly burglar with a heart of a rabbit and a wholesome fear of bloodshed.
Oh, I never thought I'd get it done. Anyway, I took the body, opened the grave, and I remembered that somebody might recognise him, so I give the body some good hard blows across the face. That were the bad bits, sir. And the hand, I got out my jackknife.
Yes, don't tell us any more.
Well, I tidied it all up, put the ropes down the old well, and I went to clean the belfry, because there'd been some beer spilt on the floor. I made everything as clean as I could, and took away the beer bottles.
You left one.
Oh, well, I didn't see that.
And I just put the £200 back in the bank.
Well, personally, I'm inclined to believe you both.
Oh, thank you, sir.
And what about Mrs. Thoday? The truth, mind.
Oh, when I told her, she said we was getting married again because we was living in sin. We fixed to get it done in London. Only you found us out first.
Is there any reason why they shouldn't go and get married, Superintendent?
No, not if they're telling the truth.
Oh, thank you very much, sir.
All these people dodging in and out of that old belfry, one after t'other. There's still something here we don't understand.
We still don't know how Deacon died.
Will and Mary Thoday, their marriage performed, have gone home.
Jim Thoday's returned to his ship.
And Lord Peter has left us, the mystery still unsolved.
The River Whale, swollen by the heavy rains of a wet summer, grinds out its channel inch by inch and foot by foot.
9 feet deeper than before.
The air is dark and chill.
We think Lord Peter should come back and visit us again, don't you, Batty Thomas?
Yes, I do, Tailor Paul. He has some unfinished business here.
Dear Lord Peter, I have persuaded Uncle Edward to come and spend Christmas at the Red House instead of in London.
Lord Peter Wimsey usually spends Christmas with his brother's family at Denver.
Lord Peter Wimsey would love to have a decent excuse for not spending it with his brother's family at Denver.
Why don't you come down and join us?
They seem to keep a special brand of disgusting weather in these parts. Last year it was snowing and I was pelting cats and dogs. Yes, my lord. Must be coming up to the Lean River. By Jove, some water coming through there.
Dark, menacing, swollen flood water racing through the sluice gate.
Pedaling, turning, carrying brown reeds and broken willow stems.
Angry little waves.
Rustling the strong flow of the river.
Hello. Tide's coming in. Oh, dear. The sluice gates will hold. No need to make your will yet, Bunter. I'm glad to hear it, my lord.
My lord! Lord Peter!
It's Will Thoday.
Go on, Walbeach and Paul! But the sluice gates are going! We've done what we can with sandbags and beams, but we can't do no more! She's held this time, but she'll go the next!
Well, do you need any more men?
A regiment of men couldn't do nothing now, my lord! There ought to be a foot of dry land here within 6 hours from now!
We must ring the alarm on Dowdy and Tailor Paul and bring everyone into the church. School children in these pews, the ones near the stoves for the sick and the old.
Good Lord, Padre, anybody would think you've done this all your life.
I never trusted those sluice gates. Superintendent Blundell.
Hello, Venables. Would you like any police?
Yes. Can you arrange a service of ferryboats? Tell everyone to bring what food they can and bedding.
Right. The road will still be clear between Lamont and here.
Oh, I'll come with you, Superintendent.
Barges like battering rams against the piers.
The beams rocking and swaying.
Harking, hardy.
The river pours over the tumult to meet the battering force of the tide.
Who on earth is that? And another one! I must go and help them!
Oh, good, my lord, they're gone!
Who's gone?
Who's gone?
Johnny Craft! Well, who waited after him?
Well, Thoday!
I must save him!
Not my lord, we'll have no more life after tonight! The sluice gates are going! Get away! Everyone! Get away!
I'm afraid I have some bad news, everyone. An accident to John Cross and William Thoday. God rest them, poor brave fellows. Will went to rescue Johnny. They were both carried away by the flood.
know how he died, don't we?
But how did Deacon die?
Deacon died. Deacon died.
How did Deacon die? Oh, I can't hear myself think. I must get out, get some air.
How free, Lord Peter.
Somewhere high.
We've got something to show you.
The belfry, that's it.
Past the ringers, sweating with their efforts. Up through the clock chamber. Up and up and on.
Here we are.
Here, in the bell chamber. Towers drenched and drunken with noise.
Our bleeding fury falls about your ears.
Like the blows from 1,000 beaten hammers.
Rocking and reeling with the reeling of the bells.
With our reeling. Lord Peter is staggering.
Lord Peter is stunned.
Is shaking.
Try to shut out our sound, would you? Put your hands over your ears, would you?
You feel giddy. You feel sick. You're swaying. You're ready to fall.
I'm screaming, but I can't hear myself.
The heat from the glass lets it swim away.
This is raving madness. Devils. I can't move. I must get out. I must get out of this.
Even wheels are in.
But speak, Peter Paul. Mouth up, mouth down.
Turn around. Torture, Lord Peter. Torture.
My God, I'm dizzy.
What's that? Running out of your nose and ears.
Is it blood?
Oh. Thank God for the moon. And there is the fen, like the sea, seen through the porthole of a rolling ship. The tower's swinging. Is this the world swinging? The whole world is lost in a vast sheet of water. Now I know how Deacon died.
Inward and westward, the waters swell relentlessly.
Somewhere, the broken body of Will Thoday, drifting in the wreckage of farm and field.
The fen has reclaimed its own. 14 days and 14 nights, floods will stand in the land.
The level of water is down. Look! I have a handful of laurels. It's the nearest substitute I can find for an olive branch.
You are our dove, Lord Peter.
Poor Will. He died finally, and his sins died with him. You needn't look for a murderer now, Padre.
What do you mean, my lord?
Because the murderers of Jeffery Deacon are hanging already.
Murderers? More than one? Who were they?
Gowdy, Sabaoth, John, Jericho, Jubilee, Dimity,
Batty Thomas,
and Tailor Paul.
The night they rang the alarm for the flood, I was in the bell chamber. I know that if I'd stayed 10 minutes longer, I should have been dead too. I don't know exactly what of. Stroke, apoplexy, call it what you like.
The sound of a trumpet laid flat the walls of Jericho, and the note of a fiddle will shatter a vessel of glass.
Deacon was shut up there, roped and tied for 9 interminable hours, between the old year and the new.
Then you were right, my lord, when you said that the rector or you might have murdered him.
I was right. We did. The noise must have been dreadful that night. Jeffery Deacon was a bad man, but when I think of the helpless horror of his lonely and intolerable death agony... Well,
we meant no evil.
Carelessness, carelessness.
The bells are said to be jealous of the presence of evil. Perhaps God speaks through those mouths of inarticulate metal.
Well, I don't understand about these bells, but I'll take your word for it, my lord. Matter of vibration, I suppose.
I suppose so.
Excuse me, my lord. Mrs. Venables says coffee will be served in the rectory in 10 minutes. Just what we need. A good, strong cup of coffee.
Jolly good idea. Come along, Bunter.
The voice of the bells of Fenchurch St Paul. Gaude, gaude, Domini in laude.
Sanctus, 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 Dominus Deus.
Paul is my name. Honour that same.
Gaude,
Sabaoth,
John,
Jericho,
Jubilee,
Dimity,
Batty Thomas,
and Tailor Paul. 9 tailors make a man.
In The Nine Tailors by Dorothy L. Sayers, Lord Peter Wimsey was Gary Bond, Superintendent Blundell, Terry Molloy, and Father Venables, Jeffery Dench. Tailor Paul was Mary Wimbush, Batty Thomas, Hedli Niklaus, Will Thoday and Harry Gotobed, Peter Tuddenham, and Mary Thoday, Elizabeth Proud. Mrs. Venables was Joyce Gibbs, Jack Godfrey and James Thoday, Andrew Branch, Hilary Thorpe, Moira Leslie, and Bunter, William Edel. Cranton was Edwin Richfield, Dr. Baines and Potty Peak, David Lerner, the coroner, Edward Thorpe and Monsieur Rosier, Gordon Reed, and Suzanne Legros and Mrs. Coppins, Patricia Gallimore. Deacon and Ezra Wilderspin were Graham Padden, P.C. Priest and Arthur Cobley, Manning Wilson, and Mrs. Gates and Mrs. Tebbert, Shirley Stelfox. The Nine Tailors was dramatised by Michelene Wandor. Technical presentation was by Mark Decker, assisted by Ned Abel and Mark Botfield. And the director in Birmingham was Vanessa Whitburn.
And the BBC would like to thank Michael Robson and members of the Beverley and District Bell Ringers Association for their help with this production, and Canon Peter Harrison for his permission to record the bells in Beverley Minster.